Hi, my name is Odile Collin. I'm an animal care technician. I look after many animals at the Biodome, including reptiles and amphibians. It's my job to take care of them, feed them, and make sure that each species has a suitable habitat. We raise many types of insects to feed our amphibians. Chorus frogs will eat fruit flies and young crickets. We sometimes give them a little treat and feed them wax moth larvae. My colleagues and I at the Biodome take part in a chorus frog breeding program so we can release them into the wild.
Hi, my name is Linda, and I am an animal care technician at the Biodome. I work in the reptile and amphibian department. This year, we've already collected both males and females in the field. At the Biodome, we help make sure they mate at the right time by injecting them with 2 doses of hormones. Within about 30 minutes, the males latch onto the females. This is called amplexus. As soon as the female lays her eggs in the water, the male fertilizes them. We keep the adults for future reproduction.
Chorus frogs mate in early spring. Sometimes there is still snow on the ground.
Once the eggs have been laid, we transfer them into these tubes.
Females can lay about 500 eggs in small clusters, which stick to vegetation in the water. The eggs are embedded in a gelatin, and we can observe the embryo's development, which can take 3 to 14 days depending on water temperature.
These tubes contain egg deposits. These eggs are laid 3 days ago. If we look closely, we can start to distinguish the head from what will become the tail.
To me, they look a bit like commas. If we see a little comma after a day or two, we know that the eggs are fertile.
The embryos are bigger, and we see them starting to hatch.
When they hatch, the tadpoles live in the water and breathe through gills. At the Biodome, we feed chorus frog tadpoles with liquid algae. We feed them zooplankton and phytoplankton. As they grow, we begin adding algae pellets and flakes of fish food.
These eggs were laid nearly 2 weeks ago, and the tadpoles have hatched and are eating algae. Today, I'll be doing a water change. I will replace about half the water and add a bit of algae to it.
As they grow, the hind legs begin to develop, followed by the front legs. This is an intermediate stage called the froglet stage. Froglets spend more time at the water's surface, hanging on to vegetation, and they begin to breathe with their lungs. After a day or two, the tail will completely resorb or disappear. Froglets transform into frogs. They leave the pond where they're hatched and begin life on land. The complete metamorphosis of the chorus frog can take 2 to 3 months. Most of the tadpoles have already been transferred to Parc National du Mont Saint-Bruno. They were placed in tubs called mesocosms. These tubs will be used for a research project. When the tadpoles reach the froglet stage, they are marked and released into natural ponds created especially for them. The froglets at the Biodome are also marked. Some of these will be kept at the Biodome for breeding next year. The others will be released in the summer or later in the fall in the same temporary ponds built at Parc National du Mont Saint-Bruno.
The master's student will do mark and recapture studies to determine whether individuals return to the same pond and to learn about their behavior in the environment. We've been trying for a number of years. We've tested different techniques, and I believe this has been the most successful year.